Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the University of Colorado Physical Therapy Program White Coat and Oath Ceremony for the class of 2028. We're grateful to be able to celebrate the start of your PT journey and are truly glad that so many of your friends and family can join us to celebrate you on this very special day. Welcome, class of 2028. Welcome, everyone, and to the class of 2028. In just a little while, you'll be reciting an oath. This oath represents an opportunity for you to publicly display a transition. It's a point of passage into your new phase in your education and in your learning. This is your entry into a doctoring profession. In addition to reciting an oath, you will put on your white coat or pin. The white coat or pin you receive today is far more than a piece of clothing. It's a symbol rich with meaning, tradition, and signifying your entry into the healthcare profession. This ceremony, rooted in the traditions of medical education, signifies a rite of passage, welcoming you into a community committed to the highest standards of patient care and professional conduct. In the field of physical therapy, the white coat represents a commitment to healing, the power of rehabilitation, and the profound impact of restoring function and mobility to those in need. As physical therapists, you will become integral members of the healthcare team, working alongside doctors, nurses, and other healthcare professionals to provide comprehensive care to your future patients. As you begin your physical therapy education, you acknowledge a commitment to learning, a commitment to the profession, and a commitment to your patients. This ritual, as part of the very beginning of your physical therapy education, reminds us of all of our responsibilities from your first day of your education and training. In order to ensure you are prepared to provide patients with the very best care, guided by the very latest evidence, we, the faculty of the University of Colorado Physical Therapy Program, also renew an oath and commitment to each of you, to teach you, to challenge you, and to assess you at each and every stage of this journey. The journey will inevitably be just that. Over the course of the next 2.5 years, 8 semesters, and 116 graduate credit hours of work, you will strive to become dedicated physical therapists through perseverance, focused learning, and professional development. You will embark on days filled with classes, evenings and weekends filled with studying, reading, practicing, and refining skills. These will be times of growth from the novices you are now to competent and skilled physical therapists you will be at the completion of the program. In the end, you and your family and friends will be incredibly proud of the healthcare providers that you've become. Welcome to the University of Colorado Physical Therapy Program. Next, I'd like to introduce the chair of the Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation Department, Dr. Venu Akuthoda.
Thank you, Alyssa, and congratulations to the class of 2028. It'll be finished before you know it. I was going to bring up the C word, COVID. One thing we learned from COVID was that it's important to celebrate milestones. And I wanted to acknowledge that this is a huge milestone for you and your families. It really takes a lot of effort to get to this stage, and congratulations. In physical therapy, there's a lot of fundamentals. I was going to hearken back to John Wooden. Some of you youngsters may not know, he's a UCLA basketball coach, and he would always tell his players, you got to put your socks on correctly. So before the game starts, you got to have the right thickness, you got to have the right length of your sock. You can't have any wrinkles in your socks, and that sets you up for a great game. In physical therapy, there's classic fundamentals. There's the fundamental of function. You always want to do things that will eventually improve your patient's function. There's the fundamentals of anatomy and biomechanics and the kinetic chain, the hip bone's kinetic to the knee bone, that kind of thing. You want to make sure you're always thinking about that. And then there's this fundamental of professionalism. And it's a very abstract thing. When you're putting your socks on in the morning and getting ready for your PT education day, remember that this abstract professionalism is not just a noun, but a verb. You're professing to use your internal volition to really uphold these values. So I applaud you on this journey. Luckily, you have a great many mentors. Your CU PT program faculty are a great group. They are highly professional. I think they're the crown jewels of the campus. One other thing I wanted to end with is that you're part of this larger community at CU Anschutz. You'll see lots of different disciplines. There's medical students, there's nursing students, there's pharmacology students, nurse anesthetists, all kinds of different students, but we're all from the same stem cell. We're really here for the same reasons, and I hope you find a lot of value in that. So thank you and welcome to CU Anschutz.
Thank you, Dr. Akathoda. Next, I'd like to introduce the Dean of the School of Medicine, Dr. John Sampson.
Real pleasure to be here today. Welcome. As was mentioned, I'm the Vice Chancellor for Health Affairs and also the Dean of this school. The white coat ceremony that we will celebrate today is a rite of passage for students in various professions across the country that encourages professionalism, empathy, and humanistic patient care. And it's a priority in training for all those students, as it should be for you. Today, at the University of Colorado School of Medicine, you will receive your white coat. You'll also receive a bundle of assignments, maybe not today, but soon, and a mountain of expectations. But rest assured, we're here to help you with that. First, we want to celebrate your accomplishments. You are really an outstanding group of individuals, and you are joining one of the nation's best physical therapy programs. You should have confidence because you were chosen from thousands of applicants. You've earned your place here. You have also distinguished yourself not only in your academics, but also in your service to your communities. It is also clear that you have the distinguishment of being supported by incredible people that are beside you, some here today, some elsewhere, family, friends, loved ones, teachers, and mentors. We join them today in celebrating you and offering our support to you. Our commitment is to guide you through this professional training. We recognize that this is a hard job, but our job is not just a job, it's a calling and it's a profession. And let's not forget that as we go through our training. I want to make sure that I thank, before I finish, Dr. Michael Harris Love for his tremendous and ongoing support and dedication to this school and to your training, and also to Dr. Venu Akathoda, who is chair of the Department of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation, which is the academic home for this program. I believe we have an amazing team here of educators, clinicians, and researchers who are absolutely dedicated to our school's mission and to your success. We have great confidence in you. We believe this school will prepare you to become outstanding physical therapists. So let's get to work. Thanks and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Sampson. Our next speaker will be Dr. Michael Harris Love, Professor and Program Director of the CU Physical Therapy Program.
Hello. So I'd like to welcome you again to the Oath and White Coat ceremony. This event is an important rite of passage on your way to becoming a physical therapist. Now, it could be said that your intellect brought you here, and this is certainly evidenced by the degrees that you've earned, the hundreds of tests that you've taken over the years, and the grades and the awards that you've earned to help distinguish yourself perhaps from other candidates to this program. But I would argue that it's your curiosity that will help define your future success. And it's this desire to learn more, I think, that will ultimately keep you on track when the academic demands start to weigh on your shoulders. It's curiosity that will remind you why you took on this challenge in the first place. The oath reminds us that soon, one day soon, you'll be compelled to dig deeper and study a bit harder, not for a grade or for a degree, but for the benefit of your patients. The oath also reminds us of the limitations of the PT license. And sure, license is important for defining our scope of practice, for providing legal accountability, and certainly it aids public safety. But the oath sends a clear message about the PT license in that it regulates competence, not character. And we should be reminded these regulations alone can't control who we are when no one's looking. Professional oversight often looks backwards and it tries to address what went wrong or who did what, while integrity is proactive in governing the here and now and helping us take the next best step. And finally, the oath reminds us that professionalism is not conferred. It's demonstrated in our service to others. Politicians, bureaucrats, and other people that like to hear themselves talk can choose to recognize or not recognize our profession. But make no mistake, it's our observed behavior that defines a profession. Society will know us by what we do, the endless pursuit of knowledge, the commitment to maintain patient safety, the assurance to provide fair access to care. Your oath reminds us the most important thing. Being a profession requires us to maintain the trust of the public. The faculty, the school, the people in attendance here today ask you to honor that oath both in your academic preparation and in your service to your greater community. In turn, we commit to you by offering our support and encouragement every step of the way. And I have no doubt that you'll earn the honor and respect of everyone in this room when it's all said and done. Class of 2028, good luck.
Thank you, Dr. Herslove. Next, I'd like to introduce our student speaker, Ashlita Loda, Vice President of the Class of 2027.
All right, good afternoon, friends, family, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2028. My name's Ashlita Loda, just like Alyssa said, and I have the privilege of serving as the vice president for the class of 2027. It's honestly surreal standing up here today because exactly 364 days ago, I was sitting where you are now, feeling excited, nervous, overwhelmed, proud, probably all at the same time. Kind of feeling the same emotions up here too. I remember looking around the room, wondering what the next 2.5 years would look like and whether I was truly ready for it. And now, somehow, here we are a year later. I grew up as a competitive gymnast, had my fair share of injuries, went to PT, followed the typical athlete to physical therapy pipeline. But what I've learned since starting this program is that every single person here has a different story. Different experiences, different motivations, different challenges. Yet despite all these differences, you all made it here. And because of that, I want to say something that I believe every student in this room needs to hear. You belong here. Imposter syndrome is real, and honestly, it's unavoidable. There will be moments where you question yourself, your abilities, and whether you think you're good enough. Sit in the feeling if you need to, but don't let it convince you that you don't deserve your place here. This program chose you for a reason. And the best part is the competition is over. You made it. The people sitting next to you are no longer competition. They're friends you can scribble all over the whiteboards with, come up with silly acronyms with, dissect a cadaver with, which you will be doing on Monday, and celebrate with. Physical therapy is an art. It's the connection you build with patients, the trust you earn, the ability to make someone feel heard during one of the hardest moments of their life. Patients will forget the exact exercises you gave them, but they will remember how you made them feel. One of our professors, Amy McDevitt, starts Fridays by sharing stories and reflections, which stuck with me because it reminded me that this profession is built on human connection. Our faculty believes in us, not just because they want us to pass our exams, but because they want compassionate, thoughtful, genuine people entering this profession. Now, I do want to be honest with you. There will absolutely be moments where you're overwhelmed. PT school is hard. There may be exams you don't do well on or days you feel mentally exhausted. But remember this, you are learning, not performing. A failed exam does not define the physical therapist you're going to become. Our patients are not defined by an objective measurement, and neither are we. Give yourself grace. Ask for help when you need it. Lean on the people around you. The people sitting next to you right now, those are your future classmates, lab partners, and friends for the next few years. Don't forget to prioritize yourself and the people you love outside of school too. My biggest piece of advice is don't forget to have a little fun. One of my best anatomy exams happened right after I went to a Coldplay concert. And honestly, I think it's because I gave myself time to step away from school for a second and just enjoy life. Schedule the fun first sometimes. Go to the concert, take the trip, go dancing, coffee with friends. Burnout does not make you a better student or a better clinician. The balance won't always be perfect, but the memories matter too. A friend gave me a box of weekly quotes, and this week's quote felt fitting for today. It says, "The only way to get a thing done is to start to do it, then keep on doing it, and finally you'll finish it," by Langston Hughes. And that's really what PT school is. Today, your white coat represents more than just the start of a doctorate program. It represents trust, compassion, resilience, and the beginning of the impact you're going to make on so many lives. So as you begin this chapter, remember the story you want to tell someday when you have patients of your own. Who you already are is exactly why you're here. Be proud of yourself because we all are proud of you. Congratulations, class of 2028. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashlita. Our last speaker this afternoon is Dr. Mike Pasco. Welcome, Dr. Pasco.
Good afternoon, everyone. To the faculty, families, friends, and especially the class of 2028 residential pathway, thank you for allowing me to share a few words today. Before I begin, I want to acknowledge that we gather on traditional territories and ancestral homelands of many indigenous nations, including Cheyenne, Arapaho, Ute, Apache, Comanche, Kiowa, Lakota, Pueblo, and Shoshone peoples, along with many tribal nations historically connected to the lands we now recognize as Colorado. I should begin with an important confession. You're all sitting, good, okay. I am not a physical therapist. Maybe you checked the program. I like to keep it simple, PhD. As I tell my friends, I'm just a PhD. And I am an anatomist. And in fact, as has been alluded to, you'll see me again on Monday morning when anatomy begins. I am also married to a physical therapist. You might see another Pasco in the program. So while I don't practice clinically myself, I've spent many years around the profession and people within it, my colleagues on faculty, various conferences. So I thought it was interesting when I was asked to speak today. Actually, anatomy has really, when you look back on it, shaped almost every important part of my life. Anatomy gave me my profession. It gave me the opportunity to teach and mentor students like you all. And it provided me with my vocation and my living. And perhaps most importantly, anatomy is where I met my wife. It's a long story for another time, but trust me, it's a good one. So ask me about it later. I did bring some support here since I'm new at this, right? Okay, here we go. All right. So here's my visible man model from when I was a kid. And I had no idea when I was putting it together, popping the plastic pieces out, gluing everything together, gluing my fingers together, painting everything. I had no idea I would become an anatomy teacher. I had no idea. But I was obsessed, and curiosity, as we heard earlier, it really does leave clues before we understand where the clues are leading us. So do lean into your curiosity here as a PT student. Okay, so over time, I've come to believe anatomy is fundamentally, it's all about relationships, right? So structure and function, science and humanity, learning and service. In many ways, it reflects something central to PT education itself. One of the signature pedagogies of PT education, like one of the ways that we teach, that you'll all learn from all of us, is that it's often described as the body as teacher. That's the technique. So in the profession, learning does not happen only in textbooks or lectures. You learn through movement, observation, touch, interaction, lived human experience. Patients themselves become some of your greatest teachers. So listen to your patients, listen to their bodies. And that's going to begin almost immediately. Starting Monday, as has been alluded to, you'll begin anatomy. You'll spend long hours studying the remarkable complexity of the body. And I really do encourage you to remember from the very beginning on Monday, anatomy is ultimately about people. Every donor that we're going to work with in the lab made a very intentional, profound decision to contribute to your education. So we'll refer to them as donors. Before you ever touch a patient, someone has already entrusted you with learning from their body. So it might feel awkward, it might feel wrong, but remember, they made that decision and they are already trusting you. So that's how, that should shape how we approach the profession. It also shapes how I teach anatomy. Inclusivity is a huge part of my philosophy as an educator. And one example is I try to minimize the use of eponyms. If you haven't heard about that before, it's like when something is named after a person, the ligament of Treats, The fallopian tube, that's the main offender. We don't use the F word. Okay, so when more descriptive language already exists, so you'll probably hear uterine tube instead of that older terminology. That had its time. So in many cases, language is not only more inclusive, but it's also clear. It's better for learning. That's my main goal, make it better for your learning. And we also want to make sure that we connect anatomy directly to structure and function. So I have another confession. I want to admit something else today. I'm pretty jealous of you all, actually. When I started graduate school to become just a PhD, there was nothing like this. There was no white coat ceremony. There was no oath, no formal recognition that you're entering a profession with important responsibilities. You simply showed up in the lab and got to work. And honestly, I think this is better. I think taking time to pause, reflect on what it means to enter healthcare profession is really meaningful. The white coat or the pin that you received today is not simply fabric or metal, it represents trust. Long before your patients know your grades or credentials, they'll decide whether they trust you. So that trust carries responsibility. One of my favorite stories from childhood, I was probably 2 or 3 years old, and I went with my mom to the pharmacy. She was picking up a prescription, pretty boring. Apparently, I asked her very seriously, "Is the toilet sick again?" What had happened was this. I'd previously seen my mother dispose of expired medications, flushing them down the toilet. Don't do that now. That's not recommended. But this was a different era. This was the late 1900s. So in my young mind, I connected, okay, medicine with helping sick things get better. I naturally connected the toilet must be ill. So that's completely ridiculous. 2 to 3 year old Mike story. But I think there's something valuable in there. Curiosity begins with imperfect understanding. Learning starts by asking questions and trying to make sense of the world around us. So I want to say it very clearly before we begin anatomy on Monday. Do not be afraid to ask questions. I do not expect you to have a perfect understanding before you come talk to me. I do not think that's how real learning happens. Learning is messy. Learning is counterintuitive. We barely know how learning works. So you're going to learn a lot about how to learn with me in anatomy. There's a lot of confusion, uncertainty, revision, and most importantly, growth. So I want you to feel able to express your questions and curiosities without the fear of judgment. You'll certainly not receive judgment from me for asking a thoughtful question, even if they're incomplete, based on misunderstanding. Those moments are often where the best learning happens. You'll probably get tired of me saying, this is a judgment-free zone. Say what you're thinking, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I want to encourage all of you to help build that kind of environment for one another as well. I'll model it for you. I want you to help out as well. All people are welcome in the profession, and I believe ideas, questions, and curiosity should be welcome too. Too many people move through education afraid of sounding wrong or unprepared, but silence is not the same thing as understanding. Healthcare requires humility. Your patients deserve clinicians who continue learning rather than pretending certainty. Okay, we train lifelong learners here. The oath that you recite today matters because it reflects the kind of professional you hope to become. Professional identity is not something you put on with a white coat. It's going to develop gradually through your choices, your habits, your curiosity, and the way you treat people. You worked really hard to reach this point. You should definitely take pride in that accomplishment. Today is less about arrival and more about commitment to your patients, to one another, and to your responsibilities of this profession. Congratulations, class of 2028. I look forward to beginning this journey with you all on Monday.
Thank you, Dr. Pasco. In just a few minutes, we will be introducing each of these new DPT students to all of you. As their names and some brief background information are shared, we ask that you hold your applause until the end. These students have all worked hard to get here. Among these students in the class of 2028, we welcome a group of individuals that is both diverse and who have a lot in common. Many in this class have traveled to multiple states or countries, competed in multiple sports. Some have climbed 14ers. Others just learned what a 14er was yesterday. Some members in this class come with experience as artists, performers, musicians, engineers, and so many other things. Some graduated with their bachelor's degree just years ago. Others graduated within the last few weeks. Some are graduating this weekend. Some are embarking on their first career, and for some, it's a new career. Many of these new students grew up here in Colorado, and many just moved to Colorado in the past few weeks or just in the past couple of days. Together, they will become colleagues while the faculty work to ensure that they become excellent physical therapists. As each student comes forward, they'll be receiving a gift from the CU Physical Therapy program. This gift includes several important tools of a physical therapist. Among them, a stethoscope and blood pressure cuff, goniometers to measure joint angles, and a reflex hammer. It is our hope that each of you will learn to use these tools and will incorporate them in your care of patients as if these tools were extensions of your hands and of your minds, those being the most important tools any physical therapist can possess. Following the introductions, the class of 2028 will recite the oath together in front of you, their new faculty, and their friends and family, and then don their white coats and pins to mark their transition into this doctoring profession. Then we will all celebrate this point of professional passage together at a reception that will take place immediately following the ceremony. Now, let's meet the class of 2028 of the University of Colorado Physical Therapy program. Again, please hold applause until all students have been introduced. Maha Ali from Loveland, Colorado, went to the University of Northern Colorado with a bachelor's of science in sports and exercise science. Maha is proud to have worked with a team to raise almost $200,000 for the UNC Cancer Rehab Institute that helps cancer survivors maintain their quality of life. Sophie Astone, Littleton, Colorado, Colorado Mesa University with the Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science. Sophie is proud of maintaining a high GPA throughout her four-year career as an NCAA Division II lacrosse player while earning her bachelor's in exercise science. Avery Bergschneider, Denver, Colorado, went to the University of Redlands with a Bachelor of Arts in Health Medicine and Society. Avery is proud to have been named a scholar athlete for the women's soccer team at the University of Redlands. Mira Bahide, Palo Alto, California, went to Cornell University with a Bachelor of Science in Human Biology, Health, and Society. Mira is proud to be teaching her first yoga classes. Avery Brummage, Broomfield, Colorado, Metropolitan State University, Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science. Avery is proud of hiking multiple Colorado 14ers. Azaria Calderon, Haxton, Colorado, went to Regis University with a Bachelor of Science in Biology. Azaria is proud to have found her path to physical therapy on a Guatemala interfaith medical service project, providing medical care to the indigenous people of Coban at La Ciudad de la Esperanza Clinic. Evan Carlton Sniff from Newcastle, California, went to Cal Poly Humboldt Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology. Evan is proud to be a published research author. Virginia Grace Carmines Coleman, Outer Banks, North Carolina, University of North Carolina at Wilmington with a Bachelor of Science in Public Health and Exercise Science. Grace is proud of graduating and being the president of Club Tennis. Liam Carter from Newbury Park, California, went to Boise State University with a Bachelor of Arts in Global Sciences. Liam is proud of his teaching roles as a discussion group instructor and English teacher. Jenna Chavez, Arvada, Colorado, Colorado Mesa University, Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences. Jenna recently completed 2 years of service in the Peace Corps, where she worked as a childhood Spanish literacy promoter in an elementary school in the Dominican Republic. Jean Chen, Arcadia, California, University of California, Santa Barbara, Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences. Jean is proud to serve on her local community college's dissection team, where she prosected a forearm to help prepare a cadaver for the anatomy lab. Sante Crutcher, Broomfield, Colorado, University of Colorado Boulder for Bachelor of Arts in Integrative Physiology, and University of Colorado Boulder for Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Sante takes pride in all he has learned, and he is eager to keep growing. He is dedicated to cultivating physical and mental health in himself and helping others do the same. Sophia Desmalchi, Fairfax, Virginia, George Mason University with a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology. Sophia volunteers as an EMT and co-founded 2 street medicine collectives dedicated to providing medical care for underserved communities in the DC area. Natasha Davis, Kuna, Idaho, the College of Idaho, Bachelor of Arts in Exercise Science. Natasha is proud of graduating summa cum laude while playing collegiate soccer. Upon graduating, she was Exercise Science Student of the Year and broke 2 school records for career goals scored. Vito de Cristina, El Paso, Texas, University of Texas at El Paso with a Bachelor of Science in Rehabilitation Sciences. Vito is proud of learning how to cook basic meals and survive on something other than takeout. Sarah Doski, San Antonio, Texas, University of Texas at Austin with a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology and Health. Sarah is proud of completing the Wonderland Trail. Kira Douglas, Centennial, Colorado, Colorado State University, Bachelor of Science in Biological Science. Kira is proud of running the Colorado Marathon. Katie Eggleston, Denver, Colorado, Hope College with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science. Katie is proud of being part of Hope Forward, a program whose focus is making a college education more financially accessible. Pearl Inslee, Boulder, Colorado, University of Colorado, Boulder for a Bachelor of Arts in Integrative Physiology and Bachelor of Arts in Music Performance. Pearl took piano lessons for 17 years and hopes to continue playing throughout her life. Colin Farley, Fort Morgan, Colorado, University of Colorado, Colorado Springs with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science. Colin is proud of setting up and running the James Farley Memorial Scholarship alongside friends and family, which helps students in the Morgan County School District achieve their dream. Isabel Fernie, Spokane, Washington, University of Hawaii, Manoa, Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology and Rehabilitation Science. As a coach, Isabel celebrates her athletes' accomplishments while consistently maintaining her own success on the Dean's List. Megan Fischetti, Lansing, Michigan, Grand Valley State University, Bachelor of Science in Clinical Exercise Science. Megan is proud to have earned her CSCS and grateful for the opportunities it brought to learn, build meaningful connections, and make a positive impact on athletes this past year. Natalie Fletcher, Concord, California, Stanford University, with a Bachelor of Science in Symbolic Systems with a concentration in cognitive science. Natalie is proud to take the leap to return to school and pursue a career she's truly excited about. Haven Furbush, Hunt, Texas, Colorado State University in Fort Collins, Colorado, with a Bachelor of Science in Ecosystem Science and Sustainability. Haven is proud of her dedication and perseverance in working towards physical therapy school, overcoming challenges to pursue a career focused on inclusive care and helping others move better. Jair Gastella Marias, Wenatchee, Washington, Eastern Washington University, Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science. Jair is proud to be the first person in his family to attend college and to enroll in a doctoral program. Melissa George, St. Louis, University of Missouri, Bachelor of Health Science, University of Missouri, Master of Science in Public Health. Melissa is proud of her accomplishments in track and field at Mizzou. She received all conference honors and the SEC 7 times and still holds the school record in the 3,000-meter steeplechase. Catherine Griffin, Colorado Springs, Colorado, Denison University with a Bachelor of Art in Health, Exercise, and Sports Studies. Catherine is a proud recipient of the Presidential Medal from Denison University. This award is the highest honor a student can receive based on athletics, academics, and community achievement. Melanie Hartle, San Jose, California, California Polytechnic State University, San Luis Obispo, Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Engineering. Melanie is proud of qualifying for and racing the Ironman 70.3 World Championships in Lahti, Finland. Kaylee Harper, Castle Rock, Host University, Bachelor of Science in Biology. Kaylee is most proud of being named to the CSC Academic All-District Team, recognizing her ability to maintain elite academic performance while competing as a collegiate athlete. David Harrison, Denver, Colorado, University of Colorado, Denver, Bachelor of Science in Biology. David is proud to be a new dad to a beautiful, healthy daughter, Fiona. Boston Hellstern, Smithfield, Utah, Utah State University with a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology. Boston is most proud of excelling in his previous education and reaching his goals of attending physical therapy school, although finishing second place in intramural flag football remains a close second. AJ Hemnick, Minnetonka, Minnesota, University of Wisconsin-Madison, Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology. AJ is proud of completing an Ironman and being director of the UW-Madison Nordic ski team. Braden Hess, Tucson, Arizona, University of Arizona, Bachelor of Science in Medicine. Braden is proud of qualifying for junior nationals in swimming. Caitlin Hildebrand, Ventura, California, Western Colorado University, with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Studies and Recreation Outdoor Education. Caitlin is a certified Pilates instructor and has been teaching for the last year. Meredith Hoggett, Parker, Colorado, University of San Diego, with a Bachelor of Arts and Sciences in Mechanical Engineering. Meredith is proud to have served 5 years in the U.S. Navy as a surface warfare officer. While preparing for PT school, she also completed the Half Ironman World Championship in New Zealand. Emma Hutchinson, Sacramento, California, University of Arizona, with a Bachelor of Science in Health Sciences and Physiology and Medical Sciences. Emma is proud of her involvement coaching adaptive sports for kids with disabilities and working in schools to promote health literacy in her undergraduate career. Josiah Jacob, Wheat Ridge, Colorado, Willamette University, Exercise of Health Science. Josiah is proud to be attending one of the most prestigious physical therapy programs in the country. Ryan Jones, Roseville, California, California State University, Chico, Bachelor of Arts in Kinesiology. Ryan is proud to have completed an international internship in Reggio Emilia, Italy, where he worked hands-on with teens and adults with disabilities in an adapted physical therapy, physical education program. Jenna Karalunas, Golden, Colorado, Colorado State University, Bachelor of Science in Health and Exercise Science. Jenna is proud of serving in the military for over 12 years. Catherine Clark, Ogden, Utah, University of Utah, Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology. Catherine is proud to be both a dedicated coach and a performing aerial artist. She hopes to continue to build and support the circus community through her work in physical therapy. Samantha Kobilski, Boston, Wisconsin, Ripon College, Bachelor of Arts in Exercise Science. Samantha is grateful for her time spent as an exercise specialist at UNC's Cancer Rehab Institute. She built meaningful, long-lasting relationships with patients and coworkers. Zayden Labresh, Leeds, Alabama, Lincoln Memorial University, Bachelor of Exercise Science and Rehabilitation. Zayden is proud of competing in the NCAA Division I level for men's volleyball. Milena Levinson, Louisville, University of Colorado Boulder, Bachelor of Arts in Integrative Physiology. Milena is proud of the work she has done as a gymnastics coach these past 3 years, helping young gymnasts grow in the sport and helping her gym take 3rd place in regionals out of 180 teams. Cody Maste, Westminster, Colorado, Arcadia University, Bachelor of Arts in Biology, pre-PT. Cody is proud of founding a Christian club and for being a captain for his NCAA hockey team at Arcadia University. Bria Matuzak, North Platte, Nebraska, University of Nebraska-Lincoln, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition, Health, and Exercise Science. Bria is proud of graduating from UNL with highest distinction. Matthew McLean, Hawkinson, Delaware, University of Delaware, Bachelor of Science in Environmental and Resource Economics. Matthew is proud of pursuing a career in physical therapy as a career change after graduation, balancing a full-time job while completing all prerequisite coursework. Mary Haseo McLeod, San Jose, California, Santa Clara University, Bachelor of Science in Psychology and Bachelor of Science in Public Health. Mary is proud to have visited 24 of the 63 U.S. national parks and aspires to see them all. Cassidy Monroe, Denver, Colorado, Whitman College, Bachelor of Arts in Biology. Cassidy is proud to have worked in the healthcare industry in Greece, helped children with disabilities for a summer, and was a collegiate swimmer for 4 years. Anna Morozov, Carmel, Indiana, Purdue University with a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology and concentration in clinical exercise physiology, Virginia Polytechnic Institute and State University with a Master of Science in Human Nutrition, Foods, and Exercise. Anna is proud of running Division I cross country and track at Purdue University during her undergraduate career. Megan Now, Beaver Creek, Ohio, Miami University with a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology. Megan is most proud of serving underserved communities through a medical brigade in Panama, where she helped provide care and health education to those in need. Erin Olson, McFarland, Wisconsin, Marian University, Bachelor of Science in Biology. Since graduating in 2024, Erin has run 7 races, including 4 half marathons across 3 different states. Layla Noel Phillips, Tampa, Florida, Florida State University, Bachelor of Science in Human Development and Family Sciences. Layla is proud to work with children, having served as both a pediatric clinic aide and substitute teacher. Michelle Piper, Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, University of Michigan, Bachelor of Science in Movement Science. Michelle is proud to make it in the national championship tournament with her college club soccer team for the 4th year in a row. Rachel Prudham, Davis, California, Cal Poly Humboldt, Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology. Rachel is most proud of maintaining strong grades while working and serving as the president of 2 clubs, demonstrating her dedication, leadership, and time management skills. Caden Rivera, Highlands Ranch, Colorado, University of Colorado Boulder with a Bachelor of Arts and Science in Integrative Physiology. Caden is proud of being able to work at the Mayo Clinic, the sports medicine program at CU Boulder, and being awarded Scholar of the Year within Great Life. Logan Rodingas, Parker, Colorado, University of Colorado Boulder, Bachelor of Arts in Neuroscience and Bachelor of Arts in Integrative Physiology. Logan is proud of solo traveling to new countries this past few years. Kaylee Russell, Reno, Nevada, University of Vermont, Bachelor's of Exercise Science. Kaylee is proud of her work as a rock-steady boxing coach. Joe Skangas from Boston, Massachusetts. He is not with us today. He is in Boston receiving his Bachelor of Science in Exercise and Health Science from the University of Massachusetts, Boston. He's proud to be involved with research while presenting at national conferences. Mia Scholl, Aurora, Colorado, Colorado State University, Bachelor of Science in Health and Exercise Science. Over the past year, Mia has developed her cooking skills as a meaningful form of self-care, building confidence and preparing nourishing meals for herself as well as for friends and family. Alex Schultz, Delafield, Wisconsin, University of Wisconsin-Madison with a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology. Alex is proud of chasing after her dream of going to PT school and living out west. Henry Seebeck, Chicago, Illinois, University of Denver, Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences. Henry is proud of playing 4 years at club hockey at DU. Emma Sherman, Palo Alto, California, The Ohio State University, Bachelor of Science in Health Sciences. Emma is proud of her work with the Ohio State football recruiting program and winning a national championship during her time as a student. Samantha Simon, Wellesley, Massachusetts, New York University, Bachelor of Biology. Samantha partnered on the successful implementation of a clinical trial platform in Ukraine. Jocelyn Stimbaugh, Lehigh, Utah State University, Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology. Jocelyn is most proud of her experiences traveling the country with the Utah State football team, as well as becoming a Parkinson's boxing coach. Madeline Thompson, Arlington Heights, Illinois, Grand Valley State University, Bachelor of Science in Clinical Exercise Science. Maddie is proud of maintaining a high GPA throughout the entirety of her college experience, while also being highly involved in volunteer work, executive roles in the sorority, and memberships in clubs. Sophie Trunnell, Colorado Springs, Colorado, Western Colorado University with a Bachelor of Science in Biology. Sophia is proud of her career racing mountain bikes. Caden Veach, Salida, Colorado, University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science. Caden is proud of the time he spent giving back to his community and the programs he established to create care and belonging at UCCS. Lindsay Wanger, Denver, Colorado, Baylor University, Bachelor of Science in Health Science Studies. Lindsay is proud of her work supporting an equine therapy nonprofit dedicated to empowering children with disabilities by fostering their confidence, strength, and mobility. Ella Wishman, Valley Center, Kansas, Southwestern College, Bachelor of Science in Health Sciences, minor in leadership. Ella is proud of all of the new experience she has sought out to have pushed her outside of her comfort zone and have shaped her into the person she is today. Samuel Wiederholt, Denver, Colorado, Marian University, Wisconsin with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise and Sports Science and Bachelor of Science in Psychology. Samuel is proud of obtaining his personal training certification and playing Division III baseball during undergrad. Elzian Zomer, Holland, Michigan, Grand Valley State University with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science. Elzian, or Ellie, is proud of bringing humor to tough situations, like running a marathon during COVID by doing 2+ miles every hour for 13 hours, turning a challenge into a fun adventure. Please welcome the CUPT class of 2028. And now, will the class of 2028 please rise? Together, we will recite your professional oath, marking your transition and commitment to the physical therapy profession. The oath can be found on page 4 of the program as well. In the presence of family, fellow classmates, and faculty, I respect diverse values, beliefs, and cultures. I will do no harm to another. I will hold all confidences and trust. I will strive for improved quality of life for all my patients. I will strive to approach each patient with compassion, encouragement, respect, and patience. I will respect the rights, knowledge, and skills of other colleagues and healthcare professionals. Seek consultation whenever welfare patient may be the best. I will strive to be a lifelong learner, seeking to advance vital knowledge as well as that. I will approach each day with my future in mind and look to faculty, mentors, and colleagues guiding towards my professional goals. With it, though, I really accept all the obligations and people in the practice. I will slowly these words I will prepare to our professional education program. The white coat is a symbol of trust. It's a reminder that patients will be looking at you not only for your expertise and technical skills, but also for compassion, empathy, and dedication. It represents the responsibility you now bear to uphold the principles of ethical practice, to maintain the dignity and confidentiality of your patients, and to pursue excellence in all of your endeavors. Class of 2028, you may now put on your white coats or pins, officially marking your entry into the physical therapy profession. Once again, congratulations and welcome to the CU Physical Therapy Program. Please join us for the reception, both up in the second floor bridge and outside in the lobby to celebrate our new class of 2028.